guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I thought we would start on making a journal. Now I haven't made a journal for ages, well it feels like ages anyway, and the kit I'm going to be using is the Shabby Wardrobe, and it's just beautiful, really lovely. Not 100% sure whether I've done a flip through for it or not, but it is really lovely. Obviously it's shabby and it's all sort of like clothes and parasols and fans and shoes and beautiful flowers in there, so it's a really lovely kit. So you've got the paper pack and you also have the embellishment pack. So I have just sorted out the papers already. I've cut them out and folded them up, so I've got the 3 signatures and they are just really lovely. So I've got 3 signatures and I've got 7 pages in each one, so I printed off an extra page because you got 20 pages, so I printed off an extra one on there. So we've got the green front on there, and in the middle page I've got the sort of the green parasol, and then I've just got random. So what I did, I just went through the papers and just printed randomly on the back of each one, and went through it, so they all sort of like mix and match basically, but they all go together. But I did put the green and the green parasol in that one, and then I got the beautiful boots. Look at those shabby boots, and then I've got the fan in the middle of that one. And then again, just random printing on there, but the pages are just beautiful. So that's that one, and then on the pink one I've got this lovely one, and then I pop the pink dress in the middle of that one, and then again just randomly printed on the back of each one, front and back. So then the colours are all mixed, so they're greens, yellows, pinks and blues, so it's fabulous. So that's the pages. Now I'm going to just cut these off, because as you know, when you make a journal, if you do know, as you fold them together, they sort of like come out, and I want them to be flat. So I'm going to do that first because I want to put lace and ribbon and bits on the edge of the pages. So that I will do that in a second, but I just want to show you it's going to be a hardback cover, and I've got some chipboard, which is a nice thickness, but you can use any cardboard that you've got, packaging that you can use. So what I've done a 2-inch spine, because I want it to be a nice sort of a big one, so that they can be sort of like, oops, spread out like that, because no doubt I will end up putting lots of bits and pieces in, but I do want to make the cover first, which normally for me is a little bit of a mistake because I always make them big and chunky, but I would like to do the cover first. So that's what I've done. This is, shall I measure it? The spine is 2 inches, and this is 6 inches by, I think it's 8.5. So yeah, 8.5 inches, or about 21 centimeters by 15.25 centimeters. Which is good. And then again, this is 2 inches or 5 centimeters, and again that's 8 inches or 21.5, 8.5 I mean. So it's 8.5 by 6, and then all I'm going to do is stick that down together with some tape. Now before I do that, this is what I found for the cover. Look at that, isn't that nice and shabby? I found this, I can't remember whether it was Temu or Amazon. I will have a look, because I had some thin ribbon and I wanted it before to cover a journal, and I managed to get this a little while ago now, and I haven't managed to do a journal since. So, but I think that's just going to look so lovely on a journal cover, so happy with that. And the cover one, I've got these, and this is My Shabby Wardrobe, so I'm just thinking that would probably go on the front of that. We shall see. But that's so far, and then I've also just got my bits of ribbon and lace and bits and pieces in here, but I do need to look for some blue. I do have this blue, which is a very pale blue, so I need a little bit of green and a little bit of yellow, to go in there, because obviously I'd like all the sort of colours. So I think this one's going to be quite a fancy one. This is going to be a bit of a fancy one, I think, with lots and lots of pieces, lots and lots of bits and pieces in it. But the first thing I'm going to do, because I want these to be straight, I'm just going to pop those down, and the easiest way is to just get your knife, make sure they're all in there nice and tight. Go from the first page, so you've got a little line from the your first page, and then just get your knife and just do it gently. Don't press too hard. And that will give you a really, really lovely straight line on there. Is that it? I think that's about it for that one. So that's how you get a really lovely, nice straight edge. And that's a good one to do if you're making a just a plain journal to write in. So you get it all nice and neat. Nice and neat and tidy. Not that it will probably be like that in the end, but I would like to have the pages sort of like all the same size, just so that we can add a little bit of lace, oops, and bits to the edge. Probably easier if you stand up to do this. Go, is that it? Pretty much, I think. There we go, nice and flat. So these will go. So you see, that just makes it so much nicer, I think. Well, it depends. If you like a sort of like a scruffier one, this one doesn't feel as thick. Sure, I had 7 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's got 7. Has this got 7? Yes, it has. It doesn't feel as thick. Thought I made a mistake then, but I haven't. That's good. Right, let's just pop that down. Cut this down. Try not, you don't need to cut the whole lot off in one go, because that tends to sort of buckle up your pages and sort of rip them. So just do it gently, do it nice and gently. There we go, look at that, nice and straight and tidy. So they are all lovely and neat like that, so that's perfect. Let's get rid of these little bits. So that's a start. Pop those to the side, pop those to the side. Oh, I've got some, I've just got this little box. I'm just actually gathering up some little bits and pieces as well. These are the embellishment bits, the little journal cards. And then I do have some little envelopes to make as well. And I found these lovely flowers, which will go, I'm hoping. We have a lovely blue in here. There we go, it's on that first one, isn't it? That first page. So that will go, I think that will go really lovely with that, which is nice. So that's a nice blue. I do have some more fabric with that, which was some trousers, I think, or a little top that was there. So let's just put this together like this. I'm going to take some tape. I'm not going to do too much today. I don't know why. I'm very, very tired at the moment. I don't know why. I feel very sort of fatigued. So I'm doing just a little bit at a time. So that's why I thought if we do a journal, I can just sort of like do bits and pieces. I think it's like a sunshine. We have no sunshine here. I'm missing the sun. We've got too much rain going on. So I just need to be able to sort of sit in the garden is what I'd like to do. There we go. Let's put that down. Sit in the garden and relax. I feel like I need to relax a little bit. So just sitting here making a journal is quite simple, isn't it? Well, not simple, but just a project. I needed a project. I was sort of like going from bits and pieces. I've done lots of resin and lots of bits of work like that, videos, and I've sort of like neglected my journal making, and that's why I fancy making a journal. So let's just pop these down like that. Just give yourself a little gap in this, just so when you lift it up they come together like that. So you've got like a little, make sure it moves well. So you don't have to, oops, you don't have to have a huge gap in there. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to just put one of these over the top of each one on this side. This is a very, very simple way to make a journal, and you can do it with, if you're new to journaling, you can do it with cereal boxes and things like that. You don't have to have thick card. You can add a couple of layers together, just stick them together, which is quite nice. And then just a bit of tape. You can use masking tape. This is sort of paper tape, but you can use masking tape. Whatever you've got, because then you're going to cover it with something, with paper or fabric, and that will make it nice and strong. So I'm going to just cut these little bits off. Like that. Oops. Oh, stuck to me. There we go. Oops. There we go. That's nice and stuck together. Now I'm just going to bend those this way and this way. Like that. Just to get that tape. Where's my little... Don't push too hard because you'll split the tape or crack the tape in there. But just make sure you've got that taped down nicely and you've got your little journal put together. Now I find that's the easiest way to make a journal cover. Super simple, apart from sort of like taking a book apart, taking the insides out of a book and doing it that way. So lovely. So that's gonna, I've made it just a little bit bigger, obviously, than the journal. I've left a little bit of room at the top and the bottom because when I like to put mine on the shelf, I like it to be flat on the bottom here. Oops, move that there, this bit. Not, so that means that I can have lace coming out the bottom of the off the pages, and I've still got sort of like 1/2 inch underneath here for it to come out, and a little bit out here. So when we close it up like that, I've still got enough room for the lace to come out, and then we can have a closure on there as well. But that's fab. So nice and simple, isn't it? So shall we cover this? Shall I cover this with this? Shall we just go straight for it? I might just cover the outside, and then I'm not quite sure about the inside, but I definitely want to see what it looks like with this fabric on there. So, well, where do we start, guys? This is sort of a long piece. Let me just roll that up like that. I think the pattern, I think it's sort of, this is the way. I don't think it can go any old way. I don't think so. I think it needs to sort of like go on there like that way. Should we have it hanging off or should we have it tidy? I think I might actually fold it so it goes inside. Shall we do that? I think I will. Right, we need this way and a bit there. Let me see if I can rip that down this way and rip it this way. fabulous. There we go. Pop that to the side for a minute. There we go. So I'm going to put this on here with some fabric glue. Just stick that on. Let's just see. What do you think? Oh, I love it. That's going to look so shabby, isn't it? So pretty. Lovely, lovely. Okay, not that it really matters which side I use. So I'm going to use this fabric glue, but I don't know whether you've got different ones. I'm going to just squeeze this out onto here. Maybe I'll just do one side, one little bit at a time, so I don't make too much mess. I did have a card, good old Amazon card, look, which we can just spread this out so it's not too thick. So yeah, I shouldn't really start with a journal cover. I should really start with the journal, but just fancied making a cover today. Nice and simple. Look, I've got glue everywhere. The thing about when you spread the glue out with your card, it stops it being clumpy and it stops it coming through. So you shouldn't have gluey bits coming through your journal, your cover, hopefully. Now, I'm not going to be able to bend that to put that down now, so that was a bit silly. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's just spread that on there. Nice big lots of glue. Down. What's that like? I think that's pretty good. Take this and just make sure that's nice and taut on there. Let's turn it over. Lovely. I'm not going to bend it like that because you get the little bumps in there. So at the moment I'm not going to bend it. I'm going to see if that will just stick down. And then I'm going to fold these in like that. Fabulous. Let's do the corners. Am I in the right place? I think you can see. And in the corners like that. So many different ways of making journal covers and making journals. And I think you will probably, if you're new to journaling, you need to sort of like try out a few different sort of ways to do them, and find out which you find the easiest to do. Because what somebody, it's like I find easy to do sort of like the hardback ones, but other people don't. They find it easier to make a soft cover journal. So it's entirely how, you know, which one you find the simplest or the nicest to do. You know, everybody's different, aren't they? So we all never find the same thing. We like the same thing. So, oh, actually, I need to just cut into this. I'm going to do a little V, just like that, just so that I can, just where this, where it bends, just so we can pull that over and that goes into the middle, if you know what I mean. Just a little V like that, and then on this end, so then that will just flap over, and then you haven't got big thick bits in your little foldy bits. Oh gosh, very technical way of saying things today. I don't think my brain's working as well as it did. I think, like I said, I'm feeling really tired. I don't know whether it's the weather, whether it's me, whether I'm doing too much or thinking too much. My brain doesn't stop thinking of things to make and do. I think everybody, you're probably the same as well. Are you the same? You're just constantly thinking about different things. It just doesn't stop. So, could do with, like I said, I could do with a nice, good sunny afternoon in the garden. That's what I need. Let's pop this. So if I'm off for a little bit, you know the sun's come out and I am in the garden. I've got to do some gardening anyway over the weekend, because I've got to plant some more of our veg. We don't have a vegetable patch or anything like that because our garden's not big enough. I do lots in pots, and I've got my upstairs balcony, which we've only just thought about, of putting sort of like tubs up there, because we don't use it that much. So I've ordered some tubs, the fabric pots, and we're going to grow tomatoes and beans and things like that on our top balcony. If it looks good and it's takes off, I will take some pictures and post them in the Facebook group and show you. If we get some nice runner beans or things like that. I think you can even do carrots and stuff in tubs as well. So we shall see. Fancy growing a little bit of veg. We normally do we normally do tomatoes, which we get quite a few tomatoes. Which I have. We bought some black tomatoes, which I've never heard of before. I've never seen and I've never tried. I don't know where you guys have. But black tomatoes are very new to me. They are supposed to be really nice. But we found some plants in the garden centre that actually they were the only tomatoes that they had left. So whether that's saying something that they're absolutely disgusting, I don't know. But we thought we would try them out. So we shall see. I will let you know anyway, if they grow or anything happens. Okay, so this is going pretty simply, isn't it? So just tucking these over the edge like that. Hold that down. I'm not quite sure what to put on the inside, whether to have another little bit of fabric or what. We shall see. I do have the plain one that I normally line it with, which is the same sort of like, it's sort of like a calico fabric, this is. I have the plain one, which might look quite nice. I think it'll be too much if I put this on the inside as well. So hold that, pull it nice and taut, nice and tight. Like that. I could put little metal corners on actually as well, couldn't I? Oh look, that's fabulous. Oh, I am liking this. Let's take that off. This glue is really good. I do like it. It's just, I don't think we need any more. Let's just put that down. Well, let me know whether you like hardback journals or you like soft fabric journals. It's quite interesting to know what people prefer to make or what you like if you buy journals. Which ones do you prefer? There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to fold it. Like I said, I'm going to wait till it's dry. Because then because I want to make sure this is stuck down. You can probably just cover this. I'll probably put lace on this anyway, so you may not see the spine. But I might put some lacy bits and stuff on there. But I'm going to just, because I'm not going to do too much today. Let me just take my scissors. Cut this out. And see what this looks. Look at those boots. They're fabulous, aren't they? Just so lovely. Let's just see what this will look like on the front. And I think I will probably end up popping lacy bits on the back of this. Shabby it up a little bit. There we go. And I will gather up a little bit more lace. I'll see if I've got any yellows and blues. I know I've got pink. I have lots and lots of pink lace and shabby lace. So I just think that will look really lovely on there, won't it? I think I will probably just grunge it up just a little bit. I will sew round it, add bits of lace. And I think before I put anything on the inside, I think I might actually just sew that on to the actual journal first. Let's just go around the edge. See, I've lost my little distresser again. Just dreadful. It's just one of those things. I think I say that every time, it just disappears. I don't know where I put it. I really, really don't. It's just one of those things. I've bought them many, many times and they just disappear. In the depths of my craft room somewhere, which I desperately need to sort out. I keep saying that as well, but it's driving me around the bend at the moment. I've got stuff on top of stuff. And, you know, I've got really small room. It's very, very tiny. So I'm lacking in the amount of space I do have in here. So I'm ending up popping things on top of the other. So Andy just says I've just got way too much stuff. Way too much stuff, which I have. I've got to throw some of my cardboard away. I'm a bit of a hoarder on that way. You know, don't want to throw a box away. Don't want to throw the packaging away. But I've come to a point where it's taking over. So it's either I use it or recycle it. I think it's going to have to be recycled because I seem to be collecting lots of little bits and pieces that I don't really need. I'm sure you guys are the same. Love that. Now what I need to put on the back of that is quite liking that lacy paper on there as well. It's quite nice, isn't it? But I need something. What's this? This has got some. What's on here? This is just a little bit of fabric, I think, which we could probably scruff up or something. I think. You know what I mean? I would like lots of sort of layers of fabrics and laces under this. I think I need to do. Let's have a look what we got. See, I've got some of this. Don't have a lot of this left, and this is really soft and really pretty. Trust me, I just want to, not necessarily a lot, but can you see just layering up little bits of this. I've even got a bit of that. I think I might even need to get a doily out. Let's have a quick peek. What have I got? Great big box of bits. Look at this one. Look at that. Lots of yummy bits of lace in there. I've got this pink one. Some of this I think you've probably seen from me doing my Shabby Saturdays that I've taken out. Let's just put that on here. I won't do this now, but I think, you know, this is the sort of idea, I think. Little lacy bits. We've got this beautiful lacy bit. Oh, I think this one's going to be a bit of a lacy one, isn't it? Let's take that out. See, that's pretty. So guys, that's the sort of idea of what I'm thinking. Lots of lace and lots of yummy bits on here, I think it needs. So I will come up with some idea. I might do a little bit off camera, but I think I'm going to leave it there because I want this to sort of dry. So this is just a start, a little start of what we are going to be doing. I'm going to do it over the next couple of days and get this done, and then maybe we'll do something to go in it for our Shabby Saturday. Look at that lovely doily. But then again, I don't want to cover all this up, do I? There we go, there's a little bit of pink there, that's pretty. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave it there. So we've done the journal cover, so that's the cover. I'm going to, I think that's pretty dry now. Look at that, fabulous, isn't it? Loving that. This will go in like that. That's the front, and then we're going to have that with some lovely lace. This is beautiful, this one. Lacy down the sides. I think we need a nice lacy, pretty journal, don't we? So there we go guys, that is the Shabby Wardrobe digital kit that I'm going to be using. That's the cover, and these are the papers. So I will carry on with this tomorrow, so please do join me. I will probably ink the edges up on this as well, and maybe grunge them up like I did on this, because I want it to look a little bit older than it is. Grunge them up, get some of the embellishments cut out, and we can work in this as well. So there we go guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of your evening. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Alright guys, bye bye.